Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm reviewing Wizard with a Gun, which just released today, October 16th, 2023. Wizard with a Gun is an online sandbox survival game for 1 or 2 players set in a magical wilderness wrought with dangerous creatures and arcane mysteries. You can collect, craft, and outfit your wizard however you want as you explore the unknown. The basic premise is that the world has been overtaken and destroyed by chaos. You must go out into the shattered world to find magic cogs to slot into a time machine that can then roll back time for a few minutes in order to cross over to the shatter and search for more cogs so that you can then roll back more time so that you can then... Okay, you get it. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. This game reminds me of Don't Starve in visual style, but also in that the gameplay loop is to discover and build a number of crafting stations at home that then require materials from the world that you get as you explore so that you can craft those improvements and upgrades at home for your wizard. The upgrades that are available are plentiful, include just about anything that you can expect, from poison bullets to fire bullets to force bullets, lightning bullets, etc. When you go out into the shatter, you are able to collect material from each item in the world. So if there's a rock, you can shoot the rock and get little rocks out of it that you can collect and take back home. Some objects and monsters in the game require higher level spells in order to do any damage to them. So if there is something that has a shield worth 5, you're not going to be able to do any damage to them with your starting gun, for example. And in fact, you might need to upgrade your gun 2 or 3 times before you even do significant damage to them. And this is where the game probably starts to suffer, in my opinion. There is something unsatisfying in the way that the collection runs work. And I think it's partially due to how the runs are structured. When you start each run in the shatter, you have a 5-minute timer. Once the timer is up, you'll start seeing lots of chaos rifts form and lots of the lovely pink tentacle monsters that will start appearing. Woozy pink meteors will also fall from the sky and coat the ground with pink ooze, which will dissolve the tile squares after a while. Basically, the world is being destroyed, right? Now, that sounds nasty, and I can understand why you'd want to get out of there as soon as possible and get back to your base. But there are some resources that can only be harvested during that period of time, and there are some other resources that are way more plentiful during that chaos time. If you die, though, you will lose everything, excepting for your guns and your bullets. So, if, say that you have waited for 5 minutes for this timer to go down, and then you spend another 5 minutes filling up your inventory, then you start running back to your gate, and you die on the way. You just wasted 10 plus minutes because you have nothing to reap from that run. Say that happens again, and one more time. Suddenly you're at 30 minutes wasted, 30 plus minutes probably. It starts to get a little frustrating. Sure, but you say, how about you just get good and don't die? Suppose you're really good at being a gunmancer. You're so good, in fact, that you can make these 10-minute runs and maybe turn them into 15, 20-minute runs and go back to your base full of resources, no problem. Well, when you do that, you'll discover that you have enough material to maybe do 1-2 upgrades to your guns. And if you do some math, you'll quickly realize you have to repeat this process maybe 10, maybe 20 times, depending on what you're trying to upgrade. And that's just for one set of upgrades, okay? If you're a min-maxer, you'll quickly realize that you can make a lot faster progress if you just concentrate your effort on a particular type of bullet combination and ignore everything else. The problem there is probably obvious in that you are giving up variety. And the variety is one of the game's strengths because there's lots of different ways that you can approach a fight. There are bullets that slow enemies down. There are bullets that push enemies. You can craft bullets that will charm certain types of mobs so that you can have basically a pet that helps you in a battle. There are healing bullets. If you are playing multiplayer, you can craft a healing bullet that will help your friends. So there's a lot of different ways you can approach this. So if you're trying to min-max your way through it, you are definitely giving up a lot of variety. That said, I completely understand, because if you don't make min-max and try to upgrade everything, you're going to spend a lot of time grinding. This is partially due to the timer, because the timer encourages you to get in and get out. And secondly, it's partially due to the available inventory space. You have a limited amount of inventory space, and even if you empty yourself out before going on a run, you're still going to run out of inventory. If you're min-maxing, you might be able to get away with just throwing stuff out that you don't need. So that might be a way of doing this a little bit more efficiently. That said, the controls feel good. There is variety and progression to the mobs that you face, as well as they all have different types of attacks that you need to learn. The visuals of the game are great. They are well executed, and the game in general is fun to play from the moment to moment. There's a ton to discover, and it's just unfortunate that the game runs are set on a timer that encourages repetition rather than exploration. If you are the type of gamer where repetition is not an issue and grinding is just part of the game, then you are likely to enjoy Wizard with a Gun. If, on the other hand, grinding makes you fall asleep, then this game's probably not for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.